Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Snooker 19 Pro Career with Neil Robertson. Today, it is the start of the semi-final of the English Open, the first home nation series of the season against the Hawk, Barry Hawkins. We're going to play the first 4 frames in today's episode, see how we get on at the start of the match. Then in Friday's episode, it could be a bumper as we play all of the remaining frames in the match. Now, we've only played Barry Hawkins once and he beat us by 6 frames to 4 in the quarter-final of last season's Betway UK Championship, and that seems like a long time ago now, and I can't believe that Barry Hawkins has made it to the semi-final of the English Open. But you know what, I absolutely love it, because it tends to just be the same players, your Selbys, your Judd Trumps, and of course Barry Hawkins is a very good player, but I've never seen a player ranked 14th, in Snooker 19 at least. I know of course it's happened in real life many times, but in Snooker 19 at least, I've never seen a player ranked, I mean, even outside the top 10, apart from ourselves of course, get to a semi-final of event. So this should be really special. Barry Hawkins, a very good player. I have to say that because of our rankings, we have to be seen as the favourite here, but we've got to do a professional job and make sure we win the match to get to the final. Really good English Open so far. Bear in mind, we only got to the last 32 as our best performance in this event before. So we are in very good form. We're at the semi-final. Let's go and start with a good start. Hopefully 2-2 at least at the interval. You guys are really enjoying the series though at the moment. I can really tell that by... there's certainly more of you watching every day, which is absolutely excellent to see. It really is. There's sort of 120 as an average now, which is absolutely awesome, given we had maybe 70 or 80 as an average when the series first came back after the release of Football Manager. But what I would like you to do, folks, if you are watching and you've got a YouTube account, please leave a comment. There was somebody, and I've really forgot his name, I do apologise, who left a comment the other day to say he was new and that, you know, the series was great. And I'm not saying this, by the way, just so I go, you know, I'm not an egocentric person as such. It would just be great to see some of the new viewers and check they're not all bots. But thank you to those who leave a comment usually, and of course likes, comments, and if you haven't subscribed as a result of watching these videos and you've got a YouTube account, again, I know I ask you to like, comment and subscribe, but that is very tricky if you don't have a YouTube account. But if you do have a YouTube account, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and also remember to subscribe as well. That really helps out the channel. And we've got our first big chance in frame number 1. But that was not the way it was planned. We went aggressive there. We went to open the reds. And I had a slight inkling when I hit that we were maybe a little bit off the mark. And you have to say, this is a great chance for the Hawk in frame 1. Would have been a great chance for us, but of course we didn't take it.
Attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. 7. 11. 12.
Is that one going to go in? Strange camera angle, it does. I was a bit worried for old Bazza there.
20.
Bit of a banana skin though that was, going for that red. We had to hit it with pace. There wasn't any point going for it if we were just going to pop the red and play a safety. Things are actually harder if you do that. So we had to go for it. 9 times out of 10 we'd have potted that. And we'd have probably done exactly the same as what Hawkins is doing now. But these things happen. You have to shrug it off. You can't then go, I guess, like in football, and if your shooting boots are off, you can't just never have a shot again.
35.
And that's exactly the same for this. You can't never play a positive shot again just because one goes wrong. Because chances are next time you'll play that, you'll pot it, and you'll probably end up with a century break, which I would reckon that Barry Hawkins will do here. No pressure, Baz.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
43.
I can't believe we're nearly 40 episodes into this season. Obviously, I know we had the break when Football Manager came out, but 3 videos a week, that's nearly 4 months just to get to the English Open. Wowzers. 13 weeks is 3 months, you idiot. But no, we'll say it counts because of that break we had for Football Manager. I'm not necessarily trying to drag the season out at all. I mean, we are playing very well for once, and that's nice. So that leads to more matches, of course, more sessions, and events are taking longer because of that. But equally, this is the last season. We all know it is the last season of Snooker 19. But when I say that, and particularly when I said it at the start of the season, people are going, why are you stopping making snooker content? Well, just look at this season. It's going to be well over 6 months unless we absolutely plummet after this match or something and we start losing everything, which, you know, can happen. Very easily can happen. Your form can change in an instant. But this season's going to be a good 6 or 8 months. And
So, he just needs the black.
And if we do another season, then we're potentially up to next Christmas. And I would like to... I mean, I have a bit of a break from snooker. As much as I love the sport, it has been
73.
approaching 2 years. It probably will be pretty much 2 years when this season ends. And I think it would be nice to go back to some of the older snooker games as well. So,
81.
fear not. The snooker content's not going altogether, but it will certainly go for a few weeks. But then we might have the urge, you know, nothing's
88.
written in blood, I suppose.
89.
We might have the urge at the end of the Worlds to go again.
94.
I would absolutely love to go and win the Worlds. That would be a tremendous end to the series. And given the form we're in, we can beat just about anyone at the moment.
95.
But will Hawkins have the better of us? He certainly won the first frame, and our prediction from the start looks to be correct, having making a century. To whether he can convert that century now to a full clearance,
103.
which makes our inability to pot that red even worse. He looks in good form, does the Hawk. As I said, we are the favourite because of our ranking, but don't rule him out. He's took the first frame. We could certainly do with the next one.
113.
But it's been a common theme in our recent matches against Maguire, Wilson and now Hawkins that we've actually lost our first couple of frames. So let's see if Hawk does the same to us here.
128.
But a brilliant first break. You know, for those of you who say the AI on Snooker 19 are terrible, I know he was given a big chance there, but ultimately he still took it.
And the first frame, Harry Hawkins.
And now the frame is his.
So, time for fray number 2. Dust ourselves off. Go again, because we know we can play that well, given the chance. And had we potted that red, well, we might be sitting here saying it's us who are 1-0 up.
He looks like he's trying to get the cue ball tight on the cushion here.
Oh, this could be a good line if it doesn't hit the green, which it doesn't. Might just have a bit much pace in it, but I'll tell you what, that is pretty good.
He's got the snooker.
We've got the snooker.
The pace of this shot is absolutely key.
Played that a bit hard, and there is definitely a chance to get in here. Plays with a bit of pace to try and get position on a colour, which is always a bit awkward when the black's not on there. Can certainly get to the pink though, and this will definitely require a bit of jiggery pokery. But it's certainly a chance to get a few pots on the board, and who knows if it's a good enough chance that it might just be a frame winning one.
Great technique, superb cueing.
I'm just looking if there's a gap we can get into for the black, because from this side it certainly goes. Yeah. If we can get into a gap, we can get to the black, but I'm really not going to risk that at the moment. I just want to get a few pots on the board, and then we can start to take a few more risks.
8.
So use the blue, get these 2 reds dispatched.
Right up his street.
I know we don't work for Royal Mail, but nevertheless.
Well, an excellent pot.
And I'm just going to use the
Pace
coverage
is very important.
stance here of making sure we are on the blue if we can't get to the black, but also giving ourselves a sniff. I think we've come too far towards the black cushion. We have. I think if we were sort of here, then it's on, but we've come far too far towards the cushion. So I think it might be worth opening things up a bit here,
Well, it's good cueing.
as I don't think that would really give us a good chance.
Well, that's not ideal. He's not finished in a great position.
But
that's for sure.
as Neil Fold says, we've not ended up in a great position. That's not ideal, really. Need to pray to the Lord that we don't end up hitting the jaw, which we don't. It'd be nice if we got some safety, and this might just not have the legs, but it might do, you know. It might... Oh, so close. If that's behind the green, that's class a brilliant shot. Where does this red go? It does, you know. I'm fairly certain it does anyway. We'd be making a big boo-boo if this missed, though.
Well, he's taking it on.
It might not go. I might be being silly. But it does. It's there. I have to say, it's no easier than the chance we had earlier.
1.
Really. So we're just relying on a bit of luck here to get
This will be a
position.
real test of his cueing.
What a pop that is. Goodness
And it's
me,
going to be
that's a
another fine cut.
6.
I suppose that's me trying to be posh saying thin. It didn't really work, did it? We might be on the pink here. That'll certainly help us.
7.
Yep, pink's on. Playing some top spin and see what we can manufacture from this opportunity.
Can't see any problems here.
Might be end of break though.
That's a bit sloppy. He's lost position here.
Urgh. That's really dodgy as well, because we are touching the black
Looking ball.
here. So that is most awkward, has to be said. Oh, I thought it might have just stayed on the black, you see. If we played it at that pace, but it was just a bit too hard. It's gone away from the black, and I think you now can see the red to pot.
30.
There's actually a push shot as well.
Hawkins, 7.
I've just realised, if that was touching the black, surely we could have just played that up to bulk, couldn't we? I think we could have done. Not exactly sure. But this isn't the best start for us. Really isn't. But we've been dealt some bad luck.
Perfect pace required for this shot.
9.
Well played.
16.
This needs to be played at the right pace.
17. 19.
At least we've had some potting practice so far in this frame. He's hit that... It's actually a decent line, that.
19.
He has hit it far too thin. And before you all start, well, that was his intention. I know that was his intention, but... You know, he could have potted that.
No doubt.
That's really close, but not quite close enough.
Are we going to get away with this? I don't know, is the answer. I don't think we are.
To drop into the centre pocket.
Again, it was one worth going for, but we are just going for all of these shots, and we might just need to take a breather on that. Still early days in this semi-final, but if we go 2-0 behind, it is a bit of a way back. And although we've done it in the last few matches, nothing's a guarantee in this game.
7.
In it goes.
Oh, wonderful shot.
10, 11.
Pace is critical here.
16.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
He's looking pretty good to take this frame, you have to say. And we're pretty powerless to do anything else. We got in first. It was an awkward chance. The Reds all round the black, and it wasn't like
24.
the Reds had split beautifully. But that's life sometimes. You have to work round it, and you don't get your fair share of luck sometimes. But that is just going to be a safety from Barry. So there is a way back into this frame potentially, but it's a blinding safety.
Yup, nicely done.
So he's going to need a good shot from us here to
24.
attempt to get out of this.
With the swerve shot.
We have hit the red, but just because it's a little bit softer, it's not a safe shot anymore. That red by the pink
Successfully gets out the snooker.
is a shot that I would be going for, but obviously Hawkins doesn't fancy it, and that is a terrible shot. Absolutely terrible shot. I'd be spitting feathers over that, certainly knowing that you didn't really have to play the safety. You know, very bizarre shot.
This on,
I'm 99% sure he could have seen the red there.
and in it goes.
Just didn't like it for some reason, and the safety, we've done it before. It's just far too... I don't even know what the word is. Is it thick or is it thin? Or I'm not too sure, but
8.
there was definitely a problem there. The thing I haven't accounted for here is potting the red. So it might just be safety time here. Be great if we could get the snooker. The pink will certainly help us in doing that, and I think we have got it.
That's what he was attempting.
Neil
So here
Robertson.
comes the wacky attempt to get out of it. Doesn't look too bad, you know, and he's done very well to get out of it, but it was vital we played that snooker because he was going to struggle to get out of that without leaving a pot on.
Beautiful pot.
And that might just be a frame winner for us. A bit of a surprise. Really a bit of a surprise, given how Hawks played so far, but the first real bad shot on that red with the safety. Really
Top pot,
confusing, I would say that.
4.
Confusing choice of shot. This isn't easy though.
Real opportunity.
It's a bit wide of the mark, and it stayed out.
There.
Well, we're not getting our...
Neil Robertson.
I don't even think it's luck at this point. But this is very much Hawkins' frame to lose.
Well,
Until he
lost
did
control of
that.
the cue ball there. He'll be annoyed with that.
I don't think anybody wants this second frame.
Barry Hawkins. 2.
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
Just take on a half chance here at a whim, and that was a pretty decent shot. But look where the cue ball's going to end up. Look where the cue ball's going. If you talk about a bit of luck, that's something that I would say we have definitely not had there. So a bit of a hit and hope shot here. See where we end up. This doesn't look pretty. Unless the blue covers us. I don't think it does. It definitely doesn't. And that will go down as another mistake. You know, I don't really see how else we could have hit that.
3.
But a frame that nobody wants to win, but it's fair to say you would be sure that Barry Hawkins will win it now. Or will he? Well, he's 14 points ahead anyway with the 13 on.
No problems with the rest there.
Well, not the best start for us at all.
22. And the frame. Barry
Been a few half chances, I guess, a few scraps we've had, and we've done decently from them, but we need to wake up a bit now because
Frame. Barry Hawkins.
we need at least a frame before mid-session. I could probably take being 3-1 down, but at 4-0, it is a very, very much uphill task, especially with the pressure knowing that the final could be looming for us.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
That's a
Pretty much a mirror shot to the first frame. We played it right that time, though, and we potted 2 reds for the price of 1. I'm more than happy with that.
2.
And let's go and make a frame-winning break from here. Very strong split on the reds. Quite a few of them open to pot now, which makes things nice and comfortable for us, at least to build up a mini break rather than anything massive. We have to do our own work, not homework, but we have to do our own work to manufacture
Position to take on
a
a colour
opportunity to do that.
8. 15.
Position looks good for a colour.
16.
But this looks stable so far. I'd like to get the one red out of the way because it is blocking the black's route to the opposite corner pocket. So we'll focus on that. Yeah, it is possible from this side. So simple way to get around that is get on the blue. And potentially just try and work our way around here. If not, there's no issue. Yeah, I didn't... Does it go from this side at an angle? Yeah, it does if we come... Need to make sure we come far enough down the table, but then not too far. The black covers us.
Fantastic.
That should be okay from there.
Knocking them in for fun at the moment.
29.
As long as we keep knocking him in for fun, Neil. Remember, we haven't got to be on the black here, so I'm playing this with some extra power to at least open something, and that will probably be the blue. Could go for the black, but position from the black is a head scratcher, let's say, to say the least. So it's not worth trying, really.
And he's taking this on.
But getting rid of that one red does give us a little bit of flexibility in and around the black spot. Allows for a bit of an issue to be had as well in terms of not playing the right shot. But yeah, we're looking okay
Nicely
here.
onto the colour.
36.
That red, which I've just looked at, should be available to this pocket. I do worry about the lack of commentary there, but I am fairly certain this red does go. We'll soon know.
Just looking to drop this in gently.
Yep. Oh, it does go, but the cue ball's had a kick. It's just about okay.
Nicely
It does
onto the
become a
left.
bit of a cutback after that, but
44.
ah well.
This looks relatively easy. The pressure seems to be...
How
given to Neil
does
Robertson
that
here.
black stay out? That's painful.
Neil Robertson, 44.
There's something really not going for us yet today, and well, it's a head scratch to say the very least. That red doesn't go, so we can't even go for a shot to nothing there. Safety made a bit easier now by the black covering the pocket, but also will make it quite drawn out, I would say. What a strange shot that was on the black, though. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot from Barry Hawkins.
Pace is key with this shot. He doesn't want to overhit it.
There we go. We've got the red. That wasn't a bad shot. Okay, we're going to leave something on, but you're going to struggle to not do that.
1.
And now the table's turn. Really good performance against Kyron. 5 frames in a row to go and win it 5-2. And now we are staring down the barrel, potentially being 3-0 down.
That's an excellent pot.
And really struggling against Hawkins.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
Not a lot of it through our own play, admittedly. I think we've been a bit unlucky. And that black, how that black didn't go in. Just a tad more angle and that would have gone. Painful.
12.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
Oh, he's missed that though. He's missed the blue.
Barry Hawkins, 12.
This has got to be the wake-up call to say, come on, get on with it. Get a frame one. That was ominously close to going in the corner pocket there. Had to play with topspin really to try and give ourselves a chance. And we are nearly over the line in this third frame. But it's not over till it's over.
Finished a bit awkward here.
We finished a bit awkward, but you know what? I'll take that position. I will, I'll take it.
3.
Because we can play this effect. In fact, I'm just going to play it entirely as a shot to nothing here. Oh, that's too soft. I hope this has got the legs, or else we played a really stupid shot. I think it's okay, though, because it's quite close to the cushion. So I don't think he'll take it on from there. So that's okay, but, yeah, poor shot there. Where's the cue ball going? Ooh, gets away with that. Are we inadvertently going to play a blinder here? Didn't mean that at all. I didn't mean to have that kick off the cushion. But it's not bad at all, that isn't, unless he really wants to take on a half chance here.
This is tough.
He's going to take on that one. And it's... That is a tremendous pot. You don't see many better than that.
3.
And if we go 3-0 down here, you have to say that frame 4 is must win. I appreciate we'll come back on Friday and maybe be reinvigorated and play really well. But if you're 4-0 down, it puts the pressure on so much straight away.
Well, I'm not sure that's what he intended.
Out of position, though, here is Barry.
7. Barry
And a
Hawkins,
peculiar shot he's played there. I would try and go for the pot, but it's just not worth risking it.
Just the red required. No, not quite.
So
Pretty
just
close,
knuckle
though.
this in behind the
Won't provide
black.
Any solace.
I wasn't going for that, Dave.
He needs to be careful of not overhitting this.
He's got out the snooker, and, well, he's not done a bad job there. But the red, so we just need the red. No point playing this with too much power. Just need the red, which we've got, I think, if we don't get the horrible dual contact, which is good. We've got it.
Effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
And we'll try and pop the yellow.
Would you believe it?
Just wants to make sure of that, though, Neil. I think that's fair. Oh, you pillock. Oh, God. I can kind of accept it when we...
He really needs to be mindful of
Yeah,
pace here.
when we switch off when we've won a frame, but that was just reckless. Tell you what, though, we nearly had a chance pot on that double. Just completely falling to sleep there.
Neil Robertson, 3.
And just prolongs this for longer than it should be, and he's played a blinder of a safety there.
If he fouls here, the frame is on again.
Nope, we've not hit it. Just don't hit any of these. We only give 4 points away if we do that. Just
That's
a
pretty poor
stupid...
attempt.
Well, we didn't
Barry
think about
Hawkins,
that, clearly.
4.
And the failure to think about that could have just... given
Well,
Barry Hawkins a
I think
chance
he's
to get
trying
back
to
in
flirt
here.
this.
We've hit the yellow, which is all that counts.
Wow. He'll
And
be
we've
thrilled
potted
with
it.
that.
Well, would you believe that? We've got away with side spin and all that jazz at the moment. Good safety. Very good safety. Green safe, tucked up behind the brown. This the cue ball.
That's beautifully judged.
Still carrying on. I don't blame him.
2.
Seems like a great target in behind the pink here. Just hope we don't get to see double and inadvertently snooker ourselves. Which is very nearly what happened there. He might be able to just about see this, you know. Where it's come back to. He can, the lucky bugger. Don't mind leaving it over the pocket. I can deal with that. just our, well, stupid play is the only thing I can say there. It's just given us a much more complicated frame and more power, brain power to go and win it. Green should confirm it though now. We've got a frame on the board. Bit of a shock that Barry didn't get the frame.
3.
In some ways.
He's playing the pot here.
And after our complete falling to sleep on the yellow, you wouldn't be surprised if he had done that. But we played some decent safety there. We've done enough nevertheless.
Well, he's taking it on.
We are back in this match now at 2-1. A little bit like the matches that have preceded it. If it's 2 each, then all is forgotten, and we head on to Friday's session with a best of 7 on the cards. Really not bothered about the pot there. Really couldn't care less. Just want to get off the table.
Neil Robertson, 12. Frame conceded. Frame, Neil Robertson.
You know, we...
That is the frame. Well played.
I can't remember what I was going to say there.
Thank you, the 4th frame. Neil
Can't
Robertson,
even remember what I was going to say. But this frame, biggie. It's a real biggie now. I would like to bring it back to 2 each. Because at 3-1, you are watching, definitely. You're thinking, oh, you know, we need to recover this. At 2 each, takes the pressure off just slightly. And in a match of this magnitude, pressure is something that doesn't... Well, it's not going to help anyone, is it?
Playing this with a lot of power.
Good pot to open things up. Now, I'm fully aware the black doesn't go here. I was interested in the blue.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
We do like those pots on the blue. But pot this second red. Get a comfortable position on the black, and we should be rocking and rolling. Unless we are too straight, which looks like we could be.
7.
No, we're okay actually. That's not too bad. I've had worse. I do want to play this with some backspin just to make sure we hit the reds.
That's a great split. He'll be unlucky if he's not anything
Good
here.
split, but are we on anything? The answer is yeah, just about.
14.
But we probably need to split these again at some point, you know.
A delicate touch required here.
Oh, wow.
Loose play like that isn't
Oh,
respect from a player
bloody
of his
hell.
quality.
Neil Robertson, 14.
He's playing for the right corner here.
Well, in the first frame, it was definitely our fault for Barry Hawkins winning the frame. We had a chance, and we might as well have whacked them open from the break. And here, within a few seconds of us going, well, we're in here, we should be on the money, all of a sudden it's Barry with the chance.
9.
At 3-1, it's definitely recoverable. We needed that last frame, or else it would have been real panic stations.
14.
Next frame after the interval. Should he win this frame, though? Big frame after this interval. Really is.
Doesn't want to overhit
3-2,
this.
game on, 4-1, and it's a bit of an uphill stretch from there.
15.
Not impossible, but tough.
21.
This needs to be played at the right pace.
22.
And that's end of break for Hawkins. Didn't obviously see much
That's
there.
a forced error.
Certainly is.
26. Barry Hawkins.
Completely understand every break doesn't need to be a century, but I thought he would have made more of that. Oh, that's a good shot. Bit more power on that. That'd have been loved, very nicely tucked up in behind the yellow. Tell you what, that's a half chance.
This really is tricky.
Might be stupid for taking this on, but it's there.
Wonderful pot.
Couldn't play that one hard, or else if we'd have missed it, we'd have been in absolute, well, no man's land, let's just say. But as I said at the start, well, after we missed that red in frame one,
Great opportunity to get back into
just
the
because
match.
you miss a shot, it doesn't mean you're never going to take a positive one on again, because after that, from what we could have said, we'll leave it, we'll resist temptation, we could have played a really dodgy safety, and we could have been watching Barry Hawkins, and we could have been back in the classic, well, we ain't going to win this, mate. I don't know why I did it in that accent, but why not?
He's aiming for the left corner here.
Oh, we've hit that one too hard. That's the problem when you're looking for a gap. Sometimes you look for a specific angle, and if you hit the shot too hard, then you ain't going to get on anything, is the brutal truth.
What a fabulous
Let's see if we get a bit of luck here. We're going to hit the pink, which will surely help. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds if we really wanted to. All available. There's only one red for me, though, here. Sounds like there's a song coming on, but no, I wouldn't dare. Not with the luck we're having at the moment. I don't want it to start raining inside the arena.
7.
But this, after that split, is a great opportunity. And I don't know how we've done it, but it looks like we've done it again. Despite not really being in the match this time. It looks like at the interval. Not counting our chickens before they've hatched, sure, but this should be 2 each.
The long pot's on.
Need to
and
hit
he's
this
going
one
for it.
at the right pace. It's too hard, if anything, but much rather have it. Yeah, let's be careful we don't have an innuendo there. Much rather hit the shot too hard than too soft. If you say it opens up a wealth of possibilities. And for the younger viewers, well, I hope your ears were shut then.
19.
Doesn't count as 18 plus though, if you're referring to something. Toy Story did it all the time.
Just wants this pot to
Little
drop into
rude
the pot.
innuendos. I can go full
26.
rude jokes, believe me, but doesn't really seem to fit with snooker somehow.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd
I think
take
every
a
shot we take here, and this I've just realised while thinking of what I was going to say in my head, I laugh because this just sounds so obvious and stupid to say. But I'm going to say it anyway. With every shot we get here, every pot we get, we become more comfortable at the table, and with that, we get closer to winning the frame. And why that sounds stupid is, of course, yes, it would. Points-wise, more pots you get, the less your opponent can get, etc., etc.
Great cue.
But we do get more confident with every pot here.
37.
Just taking a nose at that last red.
Pace is key.
We lead by 26 after this one. Will that just about pass the black? Will it pass? Question is no, thou shall not pass. So we'll play the pink here. And then
He's
I
lining
guess
this
it's
one up
just
to
a
the pocket.
safety. Because we played the previous shot. We're not on the red at all.
That's
Ideally,
loose. He wanted
this would
more
be great if
control
this
there.
went behind the black. So we've got to play it very soft. It's not bad. You certainly wouldn't fancy potting it from there, would you? Not knowing that if you miss it, you've given the frame away.
Neil Robertson, 44.
Could be wrong, though. Barry plays it towards the pocket. He played a decent shot there.
He's playing the swerve.
How about that one, though? How about that one? We are loving our swerve shots recently. Position couldn't have been worse, but oh well. Play the snooker here. It's a
That's what he was
foolproof
going for.
snooker. Whatever we
He's
do, we
played it
get
well.
him in one.
Neil Robertson, 1.
Let's see where we end up here, right? Is it going to go off that many cushions? It goes into the pocket? No, but Doesn't matter from where we're sitting. He needs 2 4-point snookers. Again, we're making this a bit longer than it should be, but we should have the frame now.
He's playing the pot here.
Might not go in this. It's hit the cushion, but it's there. So that should signify frame. And, well, it's not frame and match at all, is it? But it certainly feels like it after our last few shots, and that's a shocker as well. We're not really on our game. It is fair to say in this first session we're not on our game, but we scraped through it. It looks like at 2 each. And we'll take that. We really will, because now it all becomes a best of 7. And hopefully with a break and maybe a clearer mind, who knows, we can go and win this and get to the final. If you've enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like down below, comment your thoughts as well, and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content. But that is it from me today. Thank you for your company. I've been TIJ Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.